King Luke, I see you in the chat. All right, relax. Okay, dang, 3 minutes, brother. Please give me a break. Anyways, how y'all doing? P1. How you all doing today? Peace to King Luke in the chat. I appreciate you being first. Shout out to the moderators. Yes, some real ones to rock with realist. As you come in, as you're watching this on Playback, please make sure you like the video, share the video. All that jazz, all right? Because we need the engagement, right? Yeah, we got a couple things to get into tonight. We're going to get into a couple things. Got a couple things to get into. We're going to get into a couple things. I did just drop a video on my Patreon today as well. If y'all want that exclusive content, please go to my Patreon, A to Z TV, because that exclusive is up there, baby. Exclusive. Okay. Peace to the chat though. How y'all doing? It's good to see you all. All right. Shout out to everybody that tuned in for my last live. That was Otha Wallace's fundraiser. I do appreciate y'all. We did have some hiccups with the websites. Y'all know the people would probably come for us. They trying to trip us up. But shout out to Otha Wallace. Shout out to everybody that donated, that supported this chat, that supports our brother who went back and donated after the stream because we couldn't even get the damn website to load. Like halfway through the stream, it wouldn't even load for the rest of the stream. So it was outrageous. But again, we do appreciate you all. Okay, and we did raise how much was it? I think Afro posted it. I know it was over 1,000 something. I can't remember. But shout out to Afro Elite, my co-host, wonderful co-host, who was on the stream with me as well. And all the rest of the panelists that came up there ready to join, special guests, performers, all the shout out to y'all. Sincerely love the guy. And make sure you go check out his music. He was speaking that real, okay? Conscious music. We'd love to see it. How you doing? The African Wolf, Isaiah Edwards, Giselle. You better call Tyrone. Call him. Hey, Tyrone. You already know I had to pop on it, you know, as you should. Hey, Tyrone. Marcus Moore, what's up? What's up, chat? And what's up, Marcus Moore? NK Smith, how you doing? With our family, what's up? So yeah, we got a couple things to get into. Like I said, again, y'all make sure that y'all go to otha.org and continue to support our brother. He does need your support. All right. Get into it. Now we got a couple things to get into for the umpteenth time. Hey, Gracie. Firstly, I know y'all seen Tyler Perry was trying to buy BT. Okay, BT VH1 is apparently connected. Which, did I know that? I'm not sure if I knew that before then. I feel like I might have seen something that kind of made me think that, but I don't think I really knew that before now. But yeah, apparently VH1 is connected, and so he bought BT. He also got VH1 along with it, which I thought VH1. You know what? That's what I thought. VH1 was connected to MTV. So that's kind of weird, because didn't Wildin' Out move from? It was a show. Was it Wildin' Out? I think it moved from MTV to VH1, or was it Love and Hip Hop? It moved from. It was one of them shows. I forgot, a popular show though. Moved from. I thought it moved from MTV to VH1, but maybe I'm tripping. But yeah, so he bought BET. The deal is done. This what you call I got. This was from 2 days ago. That Futures TV posted. Shout out to Futures TV, black-owned media, new black media. We love to see it. But he posted this, but I think the deal is finalized, if I'm not mistaken. I've been seeing other reports that said the deal is finalized and that he's actually got it. But according to Yahoo, the report mentions that Perry's acquisition whatever comes as Paramount is losing money. Perry's deal is valued, because I think Paramount was bidding for it, was trying to buy it as well. Deal is valued. Or did they own it? Did Paramount own BT at first? Perry's deal is valued as of at an as of yet undisclosed amount. It will give him control of BET Media Group, which also is comprised of networks like VH1. So I wonder what else BET owns. I don't know. What else does BET own other than VH1? What's under that BET Media Group other than VH1? Because I didn't know VH1 was under there. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Okay, so it was Love and Hip Hop. I seen that moved from MTV to VH1. So what else is under the BET Media Group? Can I just see right quick? Because I'm kind of curious just to see what else would he own along with that. And I know at first it was him and Diddy. I think him, Diddy, and somebody else. Was it brother who made Blackish? What's the brother name? I forgot. Y'all know what I'm talking about in the chat. But the dude who produced Blackish and all the onslaughts of things from Blackish, all the rest of the what's called. But all three of them was kind of bending on it. And I thought they was going to do it together at first, but I guess Tyler Perry just ended up getting it. Let me see. VH1, BT Her, BT Studios, BT Digital. I don't see nothing else crazy. Long time. Okay. We'll move into the BT Media Group. Okay, so it's longtime MTV sister channel VH1 will move into the BT Media Group. Okay, so they was connected at VH1 MTV. I was about to say I thought for the longest they was connected MTV and VH1, but okay. Byron Allen. Okay, was also trying to buy BT from Paramount. Okay, gotcha. What the hell did my screen go? Okay, I'm like, what in the world? What am I? Yeah. So shout out to him. We're gonna see what he does with that. Now, y'all know I got Kenya Barris. Yes, Kenya Barris. Thank you, Giselle. And I got a tip for Bonnet because Tyler Perry. We love to see it black owned, but we can't. All skin for income. I will say Tyler Perry has employed a lot of black people, a lot of black Americans at that. A lot of his films include black Americans specifically, even if they're not always showing us in the best light, especially black men. To say the least, he's a black man who's known for dressing up as a woman. Okay. So, not in the best light all the way, but he does employ a lot of black people. I respect that. His studio, they film a lot of black films, and that's a good look in that aspect. But we do got to be careful because I don't know, how he gonna play this? Are we gonna have a bunch of shows and movies with black men running around in dresses, butt broken, moist? Bunch of independent, strong black women in domestic abuse relationships. How we gonna play this? How he gonna do this? I don't. We gotta keep a side eye. We gotta keep an eye out at least for the content he gonna put out because and the propaganda he includes in this because egregious. And I think he cool with Oprah. And, Oprah ain't. I'm just saying. So we got to keep an eye out for that. But I will say he did just do something I thought was kind of cool. Wait a minute. He did do something already that was kind of cool. So apparently Chief Keef was, and I feel like I remember this from a few years ago when he was when this happened. But apparently he's been banned from the BET Awards, which is kind of crazy because you would think he would have been performing the BET Awards. He's talking about Funny Though and all the songs he got that's like huge. You know what I'm saying? That would have been. That could have easily been performed at BET Awards. You would have think he would have been performed, but yeah, never really thought about it. Like I said, I think I remember a few years ago them saying something about this, but I never really thought too much into it. Like he's never performed at BET Awards, which is crazy. But yeah, they unbanned him. Tyler Perry unbanned him from, not only did he unban him, but he invited him to perform specifically. Not just invited him to the BET Awards, but he invited him to perform at the BET Awards. So that's what's up. I ain't mad at that. That's a W right there. I'm kind of happy about that. No, that's what's up. I would actually love to see Chief Keef. Chief Keef ain't kind of like new music out that I know of that's like real popular right now. I'm not sure if he's when the last time he put out some music that was like went viral to say the least. I haven't heard anything recently or the last couple of years that I can think of. But honestly, I wouldn't mind him getting up there and performing some of his old hits. I wouldn't hold. Okay, high school movie, me gonna pop right out. I'd be happy to see him perform some of his old hits. So that's what's up. Okay, so we'll see what else he does. What else he does as the ball gets to rolling. Because that's gonna be interesting to see how this unfolds. I will say. He probably gonna have a black producer for this year. Actually, I'm not sure who usually produces the BET Awards, but let's hope he has like some black creative directors, black producers, black. Let's hope we keep it black and black American at that. More FBAs. Let's hope he employs more FBAs as far as the BET Awards and anything surrounding BET. We'll see. We shall see. Speaking of hip hop too, real quick, I haven't really been following this like that. But apparently, what is it? What's his name? YMW. What was his name? YNW Melly. He's on trial right now. I know he got locked up. I think he got locked up like a year or two ago. He's been locked up for a minute, if I'm not mistaken. But he got locked up for a year or two ago because he is allegedly, killed. I think it was like killed 3 or 4 young men, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm remembering this correctly. Let me just see right quick. I'm actually not completely sure. I haven't followed this case in a minute. I'm not completely sure. Let me just make sure. Double murder. Okay, yeah. I was about to say it. Double murder trial heats up. Okay, yeah. Let me just see if I can just pull something up right. Does it say it in this thing? Let me see. During the first week of 2018. Yeah, he got locked up in 2018. This is from 2018. This was a couple years ago. 2 fellow YNW collective rappers. Let me see. Prosecution demon was a member of the G Shine Bloods, said, and he was learning the street gangs oath. This is not his stage personality. This is not an actor playing a character. Prosecutor claims Demons is seen showing or stacking gang signs. Showed your okay. I'm not gonna go through all of this. But yeah, apparently he's on trial for murder, double homicide. It's outrageous. Double homicide. Tyrone, shut up. This is that funny. Condolences to the young brother's mother, parents and families. But he was on trial. He's on trial, and bro, he's on some kind of some weird shit. Okay, during the trial, he was seen praying. This is him doing a quick little prayer. It looks kind of trollish, and then he blows a kiss at the victim's family. It just looked, and he looked like he about to smile. It just looked real demonic. It looked real. Look, Tyrone about to get on my ass something about demonic, but it looked real evil. It looks really wicked. It looks really trollish. It's like you're on trial for a double murder, sir. This is the least. This is not the time to make a joke. This is literally the worst time for you to be trolling or doing something funny. Like this didn't look genuine at all. So it looks, it ain't looking too good. That don't look too good at all. And I think if I'm not mistaken, I seen somebody. I seen a clip that he was that they had like some Instagram DMs from him. Where he was basically admitting to doing it, but he didn't necessarily say like I killed some such. He was just like I did it type stuff, which can be kind of misconstrued, but nah, I understand the context. Okay, I'm making sure, Tyrone, because you know how you do. All right. Last name Demons. Is that his last name? I think that's what it was. Is his last name Demons? I'm reading different way. But yeah, apparently they got some evidence on, bro. I'm not really following the story like that. I kind of like the NLW. I mean, YNW. I kind of like some of his music a couple years ago, but I mean, I was never that huge of a fan, to be honest. So I mean, I wasn't really not too invested in the case like that. But I mean, if anything crazy pops up, I'll look into it. I thought that was kind of crazy. So I want to I'll read everything between. Also, y'all know it's Pride Month. Some egregious things have been happening. All right, to say the least. It is Pride Month, unfortunately. And man, let me do this one first before we get into this other thing. Let's do this one first because apparently, I don't know if y'all have heard of Gracie's Corner. I'm sure y'all have heard of it. I'm sure you have. Hold up. I'm sure you've heard of Gracie's Corner. She's a little black girl. Has a YouTube channel. It's like she does a cartoon. I think her dad is in charge of it, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe I'm thinking about another little black girl because there's a couple of them, but. I believe the little girl is FBA as well. Little girl's FBA, but she has this little YouTube channel where she helps kids learn words and numbers and letters and stuff like that. Little cute show, FBA show. Okay, she do like the hip hop songs and like stuff that's really indulged in the culture. Okay, that can connect with little FBA kids. So, very cute. My little niece actually watches some of her stuff. She watches Gracie Corner sometimes. Okay, and recently, I guess because it's Pride Month, they had Big Freedia on there. Okay, now Big Freedia is the dude from Release Your Mind, Release Your Soul, Release Your Mind, Break My Soul joint with Beyonce. He's like a what is it called? A bounce. I don't know. What do the music they do out in New Orleans, you know, like bounce music. He's like real famous for that. Okay. And he is like I don't know if I don't think he considers himself trans, but he dresses as a woman. He wears like the wigs and long nails, and you know, but he still has like a deep voice and still kind of masculine presenting. Like he still looks like a man. He just like wearing girl stuff. So yeah, he was on Gracie's Corner. Okay, now it is Pride Month, you know, and the fact that this is a cartoon and children don't know who he is, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to have him on there. It really wouldn't be that big of a deal if they had him on there. But the problem is they had him on here because it's a cartoon, so it's not like the children can see who he is. They can only hear his voice. But they had him on here, and the way they had him on here, his character on here, they got the character of him looking like a woman, a straight up woman, like I said, he's not a trans. It's not like he tries to present as feminine per se, other than like the womanly stuff he tries to wear. But his voice is still deep. He still looks like a dude, just straight up. Real big, tall dude at that too, kind of a big dude. But they got this woman up here who just looks like a straight woman. This character looks like a straight, just looks like a regular ass natural born woman. But they have his voice. They have him voicing her. Okay, so this is the song. Where's the song? Okay, here it is. Wait a minute. What's going on?
And I heard that you like to row your boat.
I sure do. Come join me.
Let's sing. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Let's row, let's row, let's row, let's row, let's row, let's row. Let's row, let's row, let's row, let's row.
Now the song kind of cranked up. I'm not gonna hold up. The song is kind of nice. Daddy on the boat, daddy on the boat, mommy on the boat, mommy on the boat, daddy on the boat. You know, it got that NOLA feel to it, got the bounce sound to it. I kind of like the song. I'm not gonna hold it. Okay. But it is disturbing that they have his deep ass voice on this lady. It's like, why didn't they just make him look like a dude? If y'all was gonna put him on there, y'all could have just made him look like a dude. I mean, for real, what are we doing here? Why do I got some keep falling down? Why ain't y'all just make him look like a dude? Come on, Gracie's Corner. God damn. Gracie's Corner. I ain't even seen Gracie's Corner. I mean, I've seen clips of Gracie's Corner. Like I said, my niece watched it. I've seen a couple things that she watched. And for the most part, I ain't seen nothing on there that was crazy. You know, it had no propaganda. So why y'all gotta go throw this shit night? And then I seen people commenting on that. Seen somebody say that she went to Hollywood or something. I don't know if she's getting like some more mainstream checks or something like that. She's getting some brand deals or whatever the case may be. But somebody said they seen her go to Hollywood and they knew it was gonna be over. You know, they kind of seen this coming. But yeah, man. I mean, the song is fire. The song is definitely fire. Song is fire, okay? But that's what makes it worse, because now you got these kids kind of being subconsciously indoctrinated, because you got this woman, you know, they're not paying attention. They're just looking at the damn, you know, listening to the song and looking at the screen, and they hearing this deep-ass voice, and it's kind of being normalized subconsciously for women to have this deep-ass voice, and that's not normal, okay? It's not really normal for a woman to have a deep voice like this. It sounds like a grown-ass man. It's weird, okay? Shout out to the brother on TikTok. I seen him talking about this, and he was saying that, like, yeah, you know, his children would see this and they would ask, like, you know, mom or dad, why is this lady cartoon character, this character looks like a woman, have a voice like that? Like, what's going on? You know, and that's automatically, I mean, it leads into the confusion. Okay, it's just this unnecessary. It's just so unnecessary, totally unnecessary. Come on, Sesame Street did this, and a couple other like mainstream children's shows have done stuff like. Let them have that. That's some non-black stuff anyways. Non-black people don't own that stuff anyway. So I mean, it's whatever. They're gonna do what they do. But damn, black people, what are we doing? What are we doing? I'm like, I get the inclusiveness. I'm not in agreement with it. It's Pride Month, whatever, and you want to be inclusive. Gracie's Corner, maybe they don't want to. I don't know if they in track with the whole trans kids or LGBT kids thing, which I hope not. But even if they are, it's like, damn, let's still keep it on the safe side. Like, if y'all was gonna have an LGBT member up here, at least just make them look regular, because you made him look like a regular ass woman right here. So why not just make him look like a regular ass dude? Like, for real. I mean, I'm just saying, yeah, if you could have did it one way, you could have did it the other way. Because he don't look like this in person. He don't look like no regular woman in person. He still looks like a man. A kid could look at him and tell that's not no damn woman. Period. You know what I'm saying? He don't even wear the prosthetics when he got boobs and all this other extra stuff. He looks like a dude. So why couldn't we just make him look like a dude? Even if he was gonna throw a little color in his hair, something like that, give him a shortcut or I don't know, something. But damn, you give him the voice of female character. That's a red flag, Gracie's Corner. I'm sure now I gotta watch. Now I got to be very careful. You know what I'm saying? I got to be very careful. At least when my niece is here, and I see what she's watching. That she don't watch all the time, but I've seen her watch it a couple times. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta be careful now, because this ain't that. I don't like that. That's egregious. I'm not feeling that at all. I'm not feeling that. It's crazy. My little niece just started to like Elmo. My youngest niece that had on camera the other day, my little baby niece. And her father had her watching Elmo the other day. And I was like, hey, bro, you got to be careful with that Sesame Street shit, because they be having the LGBT shit up there. You know what I'm saying? It's Pride Month, so you got to watch that. You gonna play it. Because he was on his phone while it was playing, and she was watching it. And it's crazy, because my nephew was watching it too with her. Crazy timing. Literally like 10 minutes later, my sister comes down to get the baby. My nephew goes outside to play with his cousin. I think he went outside to play with the neighbors or whatever. They had like a little swim thing over there. He went over there to play in the water. Literally, when I tell y'all, 10 minutes later, I walk back over there. I'm in the kitchen. I walk back over there. I just happened to peek at the screen. Tell me why Billy goddamn Porter is on the screen in a dress. I said, bruh, look at the screen. He said, what the fuck? I said, nigga, I told you. You got to watch this. You got to watch it. You can't just click random episodes. You got to watch what they're playing, because these people will sneak that shit in there right on you. Luckily, my niece and nephew had just got out of it. They didn't see it. Luckily, thank the Lord, they didn't see that shit. But I'm like, bro, this is what I'm saying. He turned that shit off immediately. Like, bro, you safer with the clips, the little 5-10 minute clips on YouTube than trying to play a full episode, or even clicking on longer clips or something like that. Like, nah, keep it short. Especially the old ones. Like they got one like India Ree up there. Stuff like that. The little songs and stuff. Keep it short and simple, like that. Preferably the old clips were short and simple, with just Elmo and like a famous celebrity, something cute, something. These new ones, bro, Billy Porter. I lie to you not. Billy Porter was on the screen, singing with fucking Elmo in a dress, the same dress he wore at the Grammys. I said, Lord, brother, look up. Do you see? He was shocked, to say the least. He did not see that coming. I said, bro, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch these people, man. These people will sneak that shit right up on your kids. They do it on purpose like that. They'll have a whole normal show. He's like, the show was called. He's like, nigga, what? Why is this even weird? The show was called Elmo Go to Space. How the fuck he end up with Billy Porter in a dress? He's supposed to be in space. This is what they do. They will have a whole regular ass show, and then just out of nowhere, just slip in some propaganda, just because your guards are a little down and you think this just gonna be a regular smooth little cute show for your kids, and it's not. Okay. So yeah, I'm disappointed in Gracie's Corner, but I know she has a lot of followers. How many followers does she got on Instagram? Let me see how many subscribers you got. Gracie's Corner. She probably got like over 1 million or something. She got to be somewhere in the millions, if I'm not mistaken. She got to be somewhere in the millions. Let me see. 2 million. She got 2 million. Yeah, so the people might have got up in their parents' ear to push some propaganda, So that's what they do. Gracie's Corner has been solid, like I said, up until this point. So now they just find a way to slide the propaganda. And just slide the propaganda right up on in there. Egregious. So yeah, y'all gotta be careful, man, because these people come for your kids. Okay, you know what I'm saying? They come for your kids, all right? They are trying to indoctrinate your children. All right. No joke. Like, for real, it's really outrageous, everything between. Also in Pride. During this egregious Pride Month, something else happened at the White House. It was bound to happen. Everything we create. Oh Lord, sad. Yeah, the propaganda a bot for real. The propaganda a bot for real. Now the song is fine. That's why I'm upset. I'm like, damn, if it was a dude, it really wouldn't even be. I wouldn't even be mad at it for real because they can't tell. Kid can't tell the sexuality of Big Freedia. They don't know who it is. Although Big Freedia does sound, the name is a little confusing. To look like a dude and then be called Big Freedia is like, okay, they could have named him Big Fred, you know. Big Fred had him look like a dude, you know what I'm saying? But the voice alone, as long as it sounds like a dude, they're not going to be, it's not they're going to be questioning his sexuality, you know. So that wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world if they would have made him like Big Fred and made him a dude. But I mean, that ain't have to do that. I ain't feeling that. That ain't it. That right there, that ain't it. I ain't feeling that. Let me see. But yeah, also this happened the other day at the White House because it is, like I said, Pride Month. And they had a little, like a little Pride festival or event, something like that at the White House the other day. And these people was going mad, was going crazy. Now, mind you, this is near the White House. The White House is a very it's very open space. Okay, people can walk by, you can see the White House, you can take pictures. People, especially if they're over here, I think you can see the monument right in the background. People can walk by, and there's a lot of people that's walking towards that's in that area. A lot of tourists to go past that area. A lot of Big Fred, that ass, Big Fred. A lot of families specifically, so children can walk by and kind of see what's going on, especially when you got stuff like this going on in front of the White House. Yeah, and so this is a little clip of what happened. This is a trans.
It is an honor. Trans rights and human rights.
Are we topless at the White House?
Little video. Hi, Mr. President. It is an honor. Trans rights and human rights.
As you can see, this is a trans woman with two other trans men, and they're showing off. That's what they're showing off right there. Hold on, I'm trying to get them. They're showing off their scars, and because there were women who got their breasts amputated, and they look like dudes, and so these are trans men. And so the girl is basically, she was banned from the White House, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, she is banned from the White House after going topless at Portugal. Let me just read this right quick. So a White House spokesperson said, this behavior is inappropriate and disrespectful for any event at the White House. It is not reflective of the event we hosted to celebrate LGBTQ plus families or the other hundreds of guests who were in attendance. According to adding to that, the individuals in the video will not be invited to future events. Let me see. She addressed the dude, trans woman, addressed the original backlash from the video, saying, first of all, on top of the White House is legal. Okay, this is a response right here. Hold up. This is his response. Lord Jesus. Okay, stand.
To use the video of me topless at the White House to try to call the community groomers, etc. And I would just like to say that, first of all, going topless in Washington, D.C. is legal. And I fully support the movement in freeing the nipple, because why is my chest now deemed inappropriate or illegal when I show it off?
Well, of course you feel that way because you're not a woman. You didn't have to grow up with those. You didn't have to grow those. All right. You don't understand the full meaning behind them. And so, of course, you just feel like, well, they're just a part of your body. Why do they gotta be sexual? They gotta be of course you feel that way. Of course. And just because it's illegal in DC does not mean you should participate. Also, even if you are going to participate, there's a time and place. Okay. This says that they were there to participate, to celebrate LGBT families, which means children could have actually been there. I didn't see those children in the video. I was assuming it was all adults. I hope it was just all adults out there, but they said it was there to celebrate LGBT families. So it could have been children out there as well. So maybe there's a time and place. I don't give a damn if it's legal or not. That's not the point. You're missing it. The point is that was not the time or the place to do that. It does not matter. And especially because the other two was men, baby, they're not men, they're trans men. All right. Men even have more rights to do that than women because that is considered an intimate part of our body. Men, on the other hand, that's their chest. They're not that's not something that's as intimate to them. or private to them to keep from everyone else. That's not, it's not the same. But that's where the confusion comes in at. Of course, you're confused about that because you have switched roles. You have the women out there who now feel like they can do that. If they had chests, if they had breasts, if those same trans men had breasts, had their original breasts, I guarantee you they would not have been doing that. Because although they don't want to be women, they understand as women, that's not the respectable thing to do. That's not the appropriate thing to do, is to be showing off that intimate part of your body. That's not what you do. But since they're now trans men and they don't have their breasts and they have chests, they feel comfortable with doing that because men can do that. It's not that big of a damn deal to them. They can take off their shirt if they get hot and just wear a tank top or just wear their chest. That's what they can do. That's not a sexualized, even though it is kind of sexualized part of their body, but it's not as blatantly. Like women aren't visually going to, it's not the same. It's not the same. Okay. As women having it. So now that they're men, they're able to do that. But baby, now that you're now that they're not men, now that they're trans men, they're able to do that. And they don't have breasts. But now that you're a trans woman, baby, you have to come out of that mindset of a man because or should I say of the masculine, that's not that big of a deal because now you look like a woman. So now you have to at least have some sort of you have to be in alignment with at least some of the behaviors of women because people are going to assume you are that. All right. So yeah, completely inappropriate. But yeah, he's trying to justify this and make it seem like it's not a big deal. Let me see what
However, before coming out as trans, it was not. All you're doing is affirming that I am a woman. All you're doing is saying that trans women are women because for some reason, people like to sexualize women's bodies and say that they are inappropriate. My trans masculine friends were showing off their top surgery scars and living in joy, and I wanted to join them. Conservatives are trying to use the video of me topless at the White House to try to call the community groomers, etc. And I would just like to say that, first of all, going topless in Washington, D.C. is legal. And because it is perfectly within the law in Washington, D.C., I decided to join them and cover my nipples just to play it safe because I wanted to be fully free and myself. I had zero intention of trying to be vulgar or be profane in any way. I was simply living in joy, living my truth and existing in my...
Yeah, you can do that without showing your titties. So let's just stop. I'm not about to do this with y'all. Like what in the world these people are, I mean, come on. This is just proves the further delusion that a lot of them have. Like, come on, this is just crazy. What the hell are we talking about? I'm not about to sit here. We're not about to do this, baby. We're not about to do this. Okay. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Because if you don't understand how it's just so far-fetched, you don't understand why boobs or breasts are sexualized. Why do you want them? I'm sure that's a part of the reason why you wanted them is because that was going to make you seem more attractive to the men that you wanted, correct? That's why you got them. But now you don't understand why they're so sexualized. I don't know. Yeah, are you sure about that? I'm not. Yeah, I doubt it. I doubt you don't have that lack of understanding. I think you're just trying to play dumb to prove a point. And yeah, get the hell out of here with that. That's predatory. I'm sorry. If children was there, maybe that's predatory. I'm sorry. It's predatory even within itself because, like I say, it's just that's a public open space, so children could have walked out in their families. It's predatory behavior. Like I'm sorry. It just is what it is. We're not about to do this. It's weird. You don't do that. You don't do that type of stuff in family settings. It's just weird, man. It's not. Even if it wasn't a family setting, it's still completely inappropriate for the setting of that event. Nigga, you around the vice president. I don't even fuck with the president. But I'm just saying, you gonna show your titties in front of the president? Man, come on. What are we doing? For the politicians? Like, what are we doing here? Let's just, come on, nigga. I'm just saying, do you see niggas in China doing that in front of their elected officials? Or what's the nigga name that's in power over there in China? Come on, we're not doing that. Let's just be real. It's not appropriate. It's not appropriate. What are we doing? But yeah, outrage pretending to reacting like that in the first place. Yeah, come on, we're not about to do this. There were children there. Other vids show it. Oh, okay, so there were children there. Baby, that's predatory behavior. It's predatory behavior. You're the predator. Don't try to deflect and try to say, oh, this is your people are trying to use this to seem like there's groomers in the community. And so don't try to deflect, baby, although that is a point, okay? More so not even just directed at the people inside your community, but more so the advocates of it, okay? And there are wicked agendas that they have behind the fact that they're trying to support or trying to propagate the, your community and the things that you're fighting for. But yeah, baby, that's predatory as hell. You don't show your like that's weird, right? It's weird. There's children around. That's fucking weird. I'm sorry. Like, get the hell out of here. That's predatory behavior. I don't want to hear that. Absolutely predatory. That's egregious, outrageous, everything between. Speaking of children, have some very sad news to share about two young brothers, actually. One I've seen posted on Brother Raheem Shabazz's page. Shout out to Brother Raheem Shabazz. He actually came through for the Othel Wallace stream. But he posted this on his page, and it's very sad. I really don't even think I want to show the video, because although you can't see anything too explicit, you can't see blood or you can't see the little boy face either. From what you hear, is very egregious. Like, the little boy is... a part of me do want to play it though, because you can hear the cops and that bullshit, and I really want to play it for that. But it's very also just sad. You hear the little boy's last couple words before he, before he transitions, and it's just very sad. But this is body cam footage showing an officer's fatal shooting of a 14-year-old boy in Denver's suburb of Aurora, Colorado. It has been released. The footage shows members of the Aurora Police Department chasing a 14-year-old Jordale Richardson last week after he ran from the police while officers were investigating suspicious activity where they were investigating suspicious activity on June 1st, according to the Denver Post. Jordale was shot in the stomach following the foot chase when the officers thought he had a handgun. Video shows Officer Roach, I don't even know how to pronounce that. I ain't even about to chop that up. And James Snapina, squad car pulling up to a convenience store. They saw a group of teenagers wearing hoodies and medical masks running out of I guess they were running out of somewhere, maybe the store or something. When they saw the scene, and what's his name? Roach, whatever, said they just shoplifted out of there, and I'm going to light them up. So one of these suspected white supremacists literally said, one of the suspected white supremacist officers literally said they shoplifted out of there, and I'm going to light them up, okay? This is outrageous, egregious, everything between, okay? Anything out that store, this is similar. This just happened. Damn, this just happened to another little boy. This just happened to another little boy in South Carolina, in Columbia, South Carolina. I just saw something about that, but it wasn't with a police officer. It was with another suspected white supremacist that owned the store, an Asian man who owned the store, and him and his son chased this little boy out of the store and shot him, trying to say that he stole something and that they thought he might have had a gun, trying to say he had a gun or something like that in his hand, which was lies. Even if he did, he was running away. There was no evidence of him ever trying to attack them at any point. He was running away and they shot him. And the same thing with this little boy, man. He didn't even have hard evidence of the little boy stealing. Even if he did, it's really irrelevant if he stole anything or not. But the little boy, he's 14. He was running away. All right, it doesn't matter what the hell was in that store, baby. Whatever in that store is probably insured anyways. Or they ain't taking too much of an L. It's not like he took something of too much value, even if he did, that was worth his damn life. And he was running away, and this white supremacist cop, suspected white supremacist cop, shot him right in the damn back. And then in this video, what really pisses me off is because this is how these cowards play. This is what they do. They got these damn body cam footages on, and then they know what they did. You know what you did. You know you was trying to kill this little boy. You knew that you wanted this to end fatally for this little boy. Let's just be real. You talking about I'm gonna light him up. You're gonna light him up over shoplifting. Some kids. You're going to light them up over, even if they was grown-ass people, you're going to light them up over shoplifting, okay? And he's running away from you, handgun or not, he's running away from you. He didn't flip over something and come back around and try to point a gun at you and nothing like that, right? He's running away from you. and you shoot at this little boy, kill him, and then when you get to him, you still have the nerve to put handcuffs on him. That's what they're doing in this video. When he falls down and he's shot, after the little boy is shot, they go over there and they put handcuffs on him. And then these cowards go over there, these fake ass cowards. They go over there and put the handcuffs on the little boy, and they're sitting there like, oh, bro, no, what's your name, bro? What's the are you good? You're gonna be all right. What's your name? What's your something? When were you born? And trying to ask him for all this information, and the little boy is just like crying out, basically, barely can even talk, barely can have barely even has can say correct sentences. It's so egregious. That's why I'm like, I don't want to play the video. The only reason I wanted to play it is because it showed like the cowardice they have, because they love playing this fake ass genuine role, like, oh my gosh, it was a mistake, or I didn't want to do it, bro. Like, they love to play this thing like, oh, why'd you make me stab you? Why'd you make me shoot you, man? I really didn't want to shoot you, man. But you in the car, you just said you were about to light him up. So you had the intention of shooting. You didn't even pull out your fucking taser. You didn't even pull out a taser first for this little boy. You skipped that and just went to a gun because you thought you saw a handgun. You thought you did. Like they always say, they thought they did. It's just a pattern that they have. They always think they saw a gun or a weapon. They always think they saw it. And you go ahead and just shoot this boy fatally in the stomach. And he dies. I think he died. Did they say he died on site or when they got to the hospital? Either way, it doesn't make a difference, man. That shit is sad, bro. But I hate the cowardice nonsense that they do when they try to fake like they're so remorseful or they didn't mean it. It's kind of like that. It kind of reminds me of that case from a couple years ago. Amber Geiger. She was crying on the stand and I didn't mean it and some. I think she said that she thought she was reaching for. Was that her case? Or I'm thinking about somebody else's. Lord, there's so many white supremacists that play the same role. They always play the same damn role. Always, Lord Jesus. Always play the same role of self-defense, or they just didn't mean to. It was a mistake. But I think she said, I think Amber Geiger, y'all correct me if I'm wrong in the comments if it was somebody else. I might be confusing with somebody else, but I think she said that she was going for her taser and grabbed the gun by accident. I believe that was Ami Brydie who said that. And she was up on the stand crying, and I didn't mean it, no. And it's like, these people are so good at acting, Lord Jesus. These people are so good at trying to play off the fact that they are trying to deflect from the fact that they are really white supremacists in reality. And try to play it off as like it was just a mistake. It was just in a moment. It was just adrenaline. It was just, I was threatened. It was just, I was scared. I just thought he had a gun. I was just trying to de-escalate. I was just trying to de-arm him. I was trying to, unarm him. And then they love playing that victim ass role. It's crazy. They try to put that on black people all the time. You guys are victims. You want to be the victims. You need to get this victimhood. You need to put yourself on the bootstrap. You're just victims and you're victims. You just stop being victim. You're always trying to project that shit on us because that's really the role that y'all always play, is that you're the victim. Even when you've literally created a victim by attacking them. You still learn, they're so damn codified. They just learn how to switch it up so quickly and just be like, oh no, I didn't mean it. And they just know how to switch it back on themselves in the softest light as possible. It's Lord Jesus. Shit is sad, man. Condolences to this little boy family. That's outrageous. They really trying to flip the script on this, talking the way they try to flip the script in that damn video, acting like they was just so remorseful. And it just buddy, I just didn't mean it, buddy. What you Lord, I hate that. I literally can't stand it. I can't stand that fake ass shit, man. Show me the wolf. I really would prefer the wolf over the wolf in sheepskin. Please show me the wolf, man. Like, for real. Lord, they're cowardice though. That's what these people do. So we can't be so surprised. But hopefully this young brother gets justice. Now I'm not sure if those police are on leave or transferred, if they got fired. Unlikely, to say the least. More likely they're on like administrative leave, something like that, if they even got any but hopefully charges are pressed against them. I really hope so, because that shit is like, that is egregious. Outrage everything between 14-year-old boys shot like that. That is outrageous. Yeah, it's egregious, man. Lord. There was another case as well, similar. There was another case as well that's similar to this one. a little bit. So this is Kamar J. Shaw. Okay, I had to scroll down a little bit. Hold up, just to get to his case. Okay, so a Lawrence 17-year-old has been charged with first-degree murder in the shooting of a case. Although this boy did get charged, thankfully. Prosecutors have filed a motion to charge the teen as an adult, as they should, and the defense plans to argue he was acting in self-defense. Of course they are. What do we just say? It's always self-defense. It's always they didn't mean it. It's always justified. On Tuesday, the teen pleaded not guilty to the murder charge. He remains in custody of the Douglas County Juvenile Detention Center, thank God, where he's been since he turned himself in after police put out information saying that they were looking for him on Sunday. Lawrence police have released a little information about the public about the shooting, and no details were discussed in court. Kamar J's family members said they had been trying to piece together what happened while receiving different and sometimes conflicting versions of the story. Barbara said that on Wednesday she saw video footage for the first time that shows Kamar J in the street running away when he was shot. Details show, here we go again, young man running away. Details of how the events unfolded are still unclear. Barbara said Kamar J and a group of boys had been feuding with each other for a couple of years, and that they had been in fights with each other before. Barbara is not completely sure what the case of the dispute was. Though Kamar J was close with his mom, she said he only told her so much. Kamar J's family members said they were angry and disheartened to see an article published on Tuesday by the Lawrence Journal World. By word count, 41.5% of the article, written after a court hearing for the alleged shooter, is dedicated to public record information from juvenile court cases filed against Kamar J. Of course, and that's how these white supremacists do. They stay on code. And that's from the police department to the media outlets to the judges to the et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. These people stay on code, man. So, of course, one of these media outlets have went and read an article and tried to put out all of the Kamar J's juvenile records information. Like, really? First of all, this is juvenile records. Juvenile. Juvie. Number one. Keyword being. Second of all, baby, that ain't got nothing to do. That has nothing to do with him being shot in the damn back, running away from somebody getting shot in the back. These people don't code though, but of course that's what they do because they want to vilify. They want to make it look justified. So he's a thug. Oh, he's this. He has past the being angry or past the being aggressive or past the being da da da. Whatever the case may, whatever they expose inside those juvenile records, they're just trying to build him up to look like something that it was justified in shooting him for. That's what these people do, man. They stay on code. The family said the article perpetuates stereotypes and paints a picture of Kamar J that suggests he deserves to get shot. Of course they did. I just want my son's side to be heard. I don't appreciate the way Journal World reported about my son. Yes, he had ongoing cases. He sure did, but he wasn't found guilty on any of them. Wow. So they reported a bunch of stuff. Juvie. Stuff from his public record, and he hadn't even been found guilty on any of them. What are we talking about here? What is even the point of bringing it up? He wasn't even found guilty. Come on now, we're not about to do this again. It has nothing to do with it, anyways. But come on, Latouche said though Kamar J made mistakes, he was not given a fair shake by law enforcement and court officials amid the charges. But Latouche said Kamar J was not defined by the mistakes he made, nor was he defined by what he was up against. In the adolescent stage, you're still learning. I don't appreciate the people slamming my son. Oh, this is his father. Some of us are fortunate to make it out of our adolescence unscathed. Some of us make mistakes, they go unseen, but some of our mistakes are played out in front of the world. Does that make a teenager a bad kid? Hell no, it does not. Shout out to the father for speaking out. That's a bless. And the mother. Okay, they seem like they on these people now. That's a bless. Barbara discussed the racism she has witnessed and experienced in Lawrence firsthand throughout her almost 43 years living here. She feels Lawrence's subtle racism is almost worse than the more overt racism, of course, because they codified, man. These people are codified. Kamar J's family is connected to a well-known police brutality case in Lawrence. This July will mark 53 years since Lawrence police officer William Garrett in 1970 shot 19-year-old Rick Tiger Dowdell in the back, killing him. Wow, 1970, outrageous. Garrett was never charged in the case, and ultimately no one was held accountable for Tiger's murder. Outrageous. Stephen Dow, Stephen Dow, Kamar J's grandfather was Tiger's brother, making Tiger's Kamar J's great uncle. Wow, that's outrageous. That is wow, that's crazy. And then that a similar thing happens to me, almost really the same thing, but not a police officer. Happens to him years later. That is crazy. History has known to repeat itself in the worst way for this family, and the parallels between the teens' death haunt them. Yeah, that's outrageous. Hopefully this time they can get justice, though. Letitia Thomas, Barbara's first cousin, said she recalls the pain her family felt with her when her uncle Tiger was killed and how they relentlessly advocated for justice. She said they were prepared also to fight for Kamar J, who is loved, his loved ones often called KJ. Yeah, this is outrageous, man. Shout out to their family. Hopefully their family stay 10 toes. They said they're fighting for justice, so we love to see it, and they do got the white boy locked up. I think I got a picture of him. Let me see some. I think I got a picture of him right quick. I can show a picture of the white boy that got locked up. Hold up. That shot Kamar J. Shout out to his family. Many condolences, because that is egregious. But I think I have a picture of him. Give me 1 second. It was posted. This is apparently the white boy right here. Derek Reed. Derek Reed is his name. The shooter. Yep, Derek Reed. Outrageous. This must be his father. Yep, Latu Shaw. That's his father. That's his mother, Barbara Shaw. So yeah, again, this is the young man, Kamar J. Lord Jesus, that is so sad. Poor baby, only 14 years old. 14, same age as the other little boy. Same age as the other little boy. I thought they would say 17. 17 is Derek Reed age. Okay, so he's a little bit older. So this could have been, they talk about they was in a feud for the last couple of years, and this town is hella racist. This could have been a bullying situation as well, for all we know. Because especially if he didn't say anything, if he wasn't saying too much to his mother about it, this could have been some sort of bullying situation going on as well. You're talking about a few years they had a feud going on, and he's 14. A few years. It wouldn't be talking about 2-3 years. He was only 12. What was that? 12 or 11 at the beginning of their feud. The other little boy is about 15. That's high school and middle school. That could be some sort of bullying right there, honestly. Yeah, that's outrageous. And maybe KJ got the best of him, and he, how these cowards have right experience, especially when they're young like that, they are all emotional. He might have just got mad and shot him as he was running away. So yes, outrageous in between. They got him locked up though. They got this white boy locked up, and they trying to charge him as an adult. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that at all, as they should, because that's outrageous in between, man. Seriously, that is egregious. Let me see. I think that's. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'll talk about that right. I think that is pretty. I think that's pretty much it. We have 53. We can stop right here. All right, y'all. Let me get up off here. Let me go ahead and skedaddle up over her. I think I'm about to go to the gym for a little bit. It's 12 o'clock. I've been trying to go to the gym late, but that's what I've been doing recently. It's great. On Saturday though, so there should be a lot of people in there. But let me get up over here, y'all. It's been fun. I do appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all follow my Instagram __CFWM. Follow my backup __CFWM2. The Twitter is Shata_you. Make sure y'all go to Patreon if y'all want that exclusive content. A to Z TV. Also, if you want to show me some love, you get that super thanks button, or you can hit my cash app, which I would prefer. zezebih. I'm not sure what somebody just did, or if that was somebody else, something else. But shout out to you if that was you. Send me money. I appreciate it. You all appreciate it. Other than that, baby, all the links is in the description. Go get you some merch. Go get you an NFT, whatever you need. We got everything you need over here at A to Z Tape 8. A to Z. All right. Other than that, shout out to the chat. And go check out my last video I just posted on Patreon. Also go to Otho.org. Support our Otho. Okay. But let me get off it here. Let me get up off of here. Not another late night workout. I know. I'm trying. I'm trying to keep it during the day. I usually can get it in during the day, like Saturday and Sunday, because I don't work until the afternoon, Saturday and Sunday, and I'm not with the kids. But during the week it be hard, you know, because I be with the kids and I be trying to go around like 5 or 6, but I be tired. And I'm kind of a night owl, so I'll just like kind of going late. I know. I'm trying to do better. We try. We're gonna do better at some point. But shout out to you, Giselle, Deneen, Elijah, Wrathmaker. Is that Wrathmaker? Wrathmaker? I'm not really sure. You better call time. Marcus Moore, King Leezy, the Ecom, K Smith. I do appreciate y'all. Yes, rules for rocking with the brothers. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. All right, y'all. Peace.